Welcome to this episode of Destination Durham, a TV show that highlights the community spirit of the town of Durham, linking our past and exploring our future. We are a group of Durham residents who volunteer our time and talent to produce informative content that focuses on the things that make Durham a special and vibrant community.
It's efficient, it's clean. This is going to be the future.
Join your neighbors to Solarize Connecticut. The more who go solar, the more you save.
The prices are now lower than ever.
Solarize Connecticut makes it easy for you to save money while reducing your carbon footprint.
There's never been a better time in Connecticut to go solar.
Take the first step to solarize your home. Call the number on your screen by December 14th or visit solarizect.com/Durham.
Good evening. Tonight's show is about clean energy. By now, many of you should know that our Solarize Durham project was hugely successful. We had 117 households sign up for photovoltaic solar installations. We had over 500 people get quotes, to 500 people who are actually interested in it. And we are now going to be generating over 1 megawatt of energy by using clean photovoltaic solar panels. So where do we go from here? Before we answer that question, let's go back and find out how we got started in this. Well, in 2007, we had a few residents come to the town hall and request a formation of a clean energy task force. With their help, we then applied and we formed that task force. With their help, we were able to take advantage of the stimulus program to get extra money to do some upgrades at the library. Basically, we upgraded the lighting fixtures there to make them more efficient. We then joined a regional energy commission where we were able to hire a vendor to do some energy audits on our other major buildings, the town hall, the firehouse, and the library. So with that information, we said we can become more efficient. And I became very aware of all the programs that might be good for the town of Durham. And that's how we found out about the Solarize program, Solarize Connecticut program. So with all of this success, where should we now put our efforts? My answer to that question is we have to continue to do more research. We want to help our business community, we want to help our residents find other ways that they might be more efficient and save money, and we want to be able to say that our town buildings are more efficient. So a couple of things are looming for us and will be brought to your attention shortly. One is the CPACE program. That's going to help our businesses upgrade their facilities and make them more energy efficient through a revolving loan fund at low interest rates. And you will soon get notice of informational meetings for them to come and find out more information. That's a State of Connecticut program as well. The other thing that we are looking into is to bring some solar panels onto our town buildings. And how are we going to fund that? Well, there's a couple of ways that we can do that. There's a ZREC program that will allow us to sell our energy credits and get revenue. We did apply for 2 projects in this last go-around that CLMP offered. We did not get ranking high enough to actually participate in that program, but we'll keep trying. In the meantime, we will continue to work with our legislators and strengthen our net metering laws so that we can maybe put an array on a building that will generate more kilowatts and net meter it to a building that has a bigger energy load. For instance, our firehouse, which has a very low energy load but has a bigger we have more opportunity to create energy there. We can do that and net meter it to, say, the town hall or the library that it has a bigger energy load. Right now, the way the law was written, we would have to own that equipment. If we are successful in getting that law altered this year, we will be able to possibly take advantage of performance contracting, which would allow us to lease the equipment at a lower rate and still take advantage of the net metering laws. So I want you to know that the message that you have sent to us was heard loud and clear, and that is two things. You want to save money on your utility bills, whether it's your own property, whether it's your business property, or whether it's your municipal property that you support through your tax dollars. You also are very concerned about the environment, and we are going to look for programs that will achieve those goals. And if you want to help in any way, if you have expertise in this area, your participation is very, very welcomed through our Energy Task Force, through our facilities manager, and through me. So please contact us if this is an area of interest that you have, and stay tuned. Now you will hear from one of our residents, Lori Martin. Lori is a science teacher at Coginchaug. She is very environmentally conscious, and she has a great story to tell on her journey of becoming more resilient and saving money in producing energy at her house. Thank you.
Anything that I can do, anything that my neighbors can do regarding global climate change is just one small step, but if we all work together, and it is a growing movement to deal with it. There are some people who still don't even really believe it's happening, but that's getting fewer and fewer. I am teaching a solar club starting at Memorial School tomorrow night, and so luckily I've been briefing myself a little bit on this because it's not a real easy thing to understand. All of us are interested in financial savings, and to some extent, yes, solar is a tremendous to just think of yourself as being totally free of bills. But you're really not going to be totally free of bills because this is the Northeast. We've noticed that we haven't seen the sun more than 1 or 2 times in the last month and a half. So things are slow during the winter, but will pick up heavy in the summer. What happens though is all the energy that's being made by my solar cell, gets used immediately in my home as long as I'm, calling for it. When I go to work and things slow down and that sun is pumping out that energy, what happens is it goes to the meter and CLNP reads that meter. They record that amount. That amount becomes almost like a bank account. Right? They only charge me for what I use. They only have to supplement what my solar system doesn't make, and I save the rest of it for next November, December, where things get slower as far as the sun's concerned. I've got that bank reserve to eat through the course of the winter. So I understand and totally expect that my bills are going to be just bare minimum just to stay hooked up to the grid, when next year comes around. It takes a while to get started, and I'm sure a lot of people are running to get their bills and looking at it, but it's not a real easy thing to see how it happens. But I'd be happy to explain it to anybody that wants to give me a call. It's a lot easier looking at the bill, looking at the meter. It's called net metering. And so basically, that is why I went into it, but there's a million reasons. Everything from, that money that I could have been, spending on electricity is now really considered an investment in my mind. So not only for strong environmental reasons and saving money in an immediate sense, but also almost that there's no way that you could make a better investment than by putting panels on your house.
Destination Durham is actively seeking volunteers to work on our show. All positions are open: story development, writing, videotaping, on-camera interviewing, and editing. Join our team. For more information, contact us via our Facebook page or by calling 860-349-3453. Thank you.
You can't rewind. Play it safe.
We have some members of the Coggins Area Transition Team here. We have our Clean Energy Task Force, and we have residents who have come forward to be solar ambassadors to help us promote this program. At this time, I would like to ask the Clean Energy Task Force members, the CAP members, and our solar ambassadors to please stand. So at this time, I'd like to introduce Susan Michael. She's a resident of the town of Durham, the chairman of our Clean Energy and Sustainability Task Force. She's also a science teacher here at Coggins High School.
This is so totally awesome. You are so many of you. I think it's just the coolest thing ever. So good evening and welcome to the Solarize Connecticut Durham kickoff. I was the cheerleader. Yay! Can you tell? So the Durham Middlefield Clean Energy and Sustainability Task Force is a mouthful, but we are so excited to see you here tonight. Our task force is working on projects that increase our community's sustainability by educating the public on ways they can reduce their carbon footprint. We have encouraged energy conservation, use of clean and renewable energy resources, and recently revised our goals and objectives to include education and projects in the area of recycling, clean water, and sustainability. We did form about 5 years ago in Durham. Before that, I was an honorary member of Middlefield and their Clean Energy Committee. And so I've been working in this area for a while. I've really tried bridging the high school eco club with the different committees so that we could have outreach. So when you look and you drive through Middlefield, you see the big wall down past Peckham Park that promotes clean energy. We've had parade floats that are creative and human-powered. And we try to just get our message out there. And through that message, we've met the goal for Durham and Middlefield of being clean energy communities that helped us earn a solar panel, free kilowatt solar panel, but we have had a little bit of issue because we have a place to put it, but we have to purchase a second solar panel to qualify for that. So I've been applying for grants with my Eco Club, and the Clean Energy Task Force is also watching for ways that we can purchase a second solar panel or earn a second solar panel, in which case then we're hoping to put it on the concession stand here at the high school, where it would then power the concession stand but also be part of the network of the school system. If we get enough sign-ups here, we're going to go through that threshold and maybe earn 3. Who knows, you know? So that's on the back burner. Our members include Bill Smith, Paul Greasy, Jen Huddleston, Bonnie Ryder, Catherine Conroy, and Donald Rawling. And we have places to fill, so if anybody's interested in joining the task force and you have an environmental bend, please contact me or Laura Francis, because we would love to have new people.
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Destination Durham. See you around town.